Right, good afternoon everybody and welcome. This is a Sage Facebook Live broadcast. We're here in London in Sage's office. I'm really pleased to be joined here today by Michelle Ovens, who's the Director of Small Business Saturday. And we're here with a social broadcast on Facebook to talk about Small Business Saturday and how you can take advantage of it and how you can get involved in it just in 10 short days' time. So, Michelle, to start with, people might not know anything about Small Business Saturday. Could you maybe just give us a highlight of what it's about?
Yes, so Small Business Saturday is this year the 3rd of December, and it's a day to celebrate and support, champion small businesses, and then hopefully encourage people to go back and visit them the rest of the year. So on the day itself, the small businesses doing all kinds of things to encourage people to come down. There's lots of events happening around the country, local councils organising activities. Check on social media, see what's going on, and get out and support local small businesses in your community.
Great. So we have about 3 million customers around the world, almost all of them small businesses. If you're speaking to them, what would you hope that they would get out of this event all around the UK in 10 days?
So the real goal is about publicising small businesses, getting the word out about small businesses, of course with the ultimate goal of increased revenues for small businesses. So we encourage people to get on the bandwagon, to get involved, give people a reason to come out, whether you've got a physical shop or whether you've got an online business, encourage people to come down and then hopefully generate custom for the following year as well.
Great. How many years has it been going?
This is year 4. Okay.
And have you seen in the previous 3 years evidence that people have got value out of it, that it's worked for them?
Yes, so we do a lot of research post today, talking to businesses that have taken part, and it's very much you get out what you put in. So businesses who got really involved have found it's really driven footfall on the day. They found it's a great way to engage their local community, to engage their customer base, and encourage them to come back. And you just did a couple more sticky customers that come back regularly. That makes it worthwhile.
So if I'm a small business, then I've seen this. I might be watching this broadcast now or later on Facebook. What advice would you give to me to participate in it? Because there's going to be lots of people promoting their businesses online and face to face.
Yeah.
What should I do now in the next 10 days to prepare to take advantage of it?
Well, so if you're watching this on Facebook, that's marvellous. Go to our Facebook page.
Right.
Would be a good start. There's lots of ideas on there, things you can do, lots of information about the campaign. There's a link there to our website where there's also lots of information. You can download posters and information packs about the campaign. You can hook up to our other social media channels. We're on Twitter, we're on Instagram. Use it as a way of talking to your community and find out what's going on around you. I would also say look at what people in your area are doing. So talk to your friends, your neighbours, talk to your council, your local trade organisations, and find out what's going on. So over 80% of councils in the UK already support Small Business Saturday. So the chances are
they should know about it.
There's something going on near you. So I'd just say get involved.
Great. And I saw, looking at your site, which is smallbusinesssaturdayuk.com.
Yeah.
There's a business finder, a kind of postcode finder.
Yes.
How can I make sure my business shows up on your postcode finder?
So it should be very easy. If you go to our website, you can sign up with your business. You sign up as My Small Business. You go onto put in your information. You go onto the finder, and then anyone can go on the website, put their postcode in, and they will find you in their local area.
Fantastic. Do you have any sense of how many people look at that site? How much traffic you get? Is it well trafficked?
Well, especially within the final couple of weeks of the campaign, we get hundreds of thousands of visitors to the website, and that's coming directly, but also coming via social media. So we'd say that it's a sort of a combined digital campaign using social channels, using the web channel as well.
Great, fantastic. Now I also heard you did a face-to-face tour. That you've been going around the UK, engaging with businesses directly, doing face-to-face contact.
Yes.
Anything jump out at you from that? Was there anything that you learned from that?
Well, definitely. So the bus tour, we've done it every year. So this is our 4th tour. It's getting bigger all the time. 29 stops around the UK. So it's the A to B tour, which is Aberdeen to Bournemouth.
Right.
And so we've seen lots and lots of different communities around the UK and spoken to thousands of small businesses.
Is it finished now?
No, it's not finished now. It's just left Exeter. It's heading to Swansea. So we're Swansea tomorrow, we're Bath on Thursday, and Bournemouth on Friday. Right. And that's the end of the tour. And one thing that we find all over the country is it's incredible how much opportunity there is for small businesses to get out of digital. We speak to so many small businesses that aren't making the most of it, that aren't even as a business on social media, so aren't using Facebook like this as a business. Huge opportunities. 50% of small businesses in the UK don't have a website, and that there's help and advice and time-saving activities, access to customers, free marketing, all of this available online. And this, again and again, we're finding small businesses aren't making the most of it. So I think that's a real opportunity for growth.
And I think if you're looking at that and you say, yes, I'd love to do more digital marketing, but I can't afford to hire someone just to do that. Any direction you give people on where can they go to find resources to help do digital, help get them online, help build that brand online?
Come to us, definitely. So there's resources on our website. Also, most people are on social media. Hopefully, if you're watching this, you're on social media at least in a personal capacity. And you link up to lots of other free help and advice. There's another campaign called Do It Digital that we've been doing some workshops with on the bus tour. And that is all free digital help and advice for small businesses. There's a huge amount out there that's free. I would always suggest small businesses make the most of the free help before they go and pay for it.
Fantastic. Okay, so lots of resources out there, and they can find them all on the site, on the small business site. And then, one sad statistic is about half of all businesses that start up tend to not last beyond the 5-year mark. We see this all the time in the headlines of newspapers. So clearly, doing better marketing is a great piece of advice. Are there any other tips or directions you provide people to help keep going, keep their heads above water, get through those hard times and to growth?
So I would say, personally, the thing that I've always said to small businesses is the most important thing is get yourself a mentor. Because it often feels quite lonely as a small business. You may feel like you're the first person to go through this particular challenge, or the challenge of starting, the challenge of growing, all the various challenges of running a business. But you're not. You're absolutely not. And that mentor could be a friend, a family member, or somebody who's running a business in your local community. Get yourself a mentor, get yourself some friends, and we find that kind of network effect just helps small businesses get through.
Great. Okay. So, and where would you go looking for that kind of? If you can't find a friend or a local business, what would you suggest? Would you go to local council?
So,
where would you
go to local networks. So whether it's trade organisations, so with like your local FSB or your Chamber of Commerce, there's a lot of online networking organisations. Every year we have 100 small businesses, our Small Biz 100, and they're a real community now. They help each other out, they talk to each other. We have an alumni network, so if they've got a question, they can pose it to the network. Right. And we had some, particularly towards the end of last year, had quite a lot of positive feedback saying, some of these businesses were feeling quite isolated before, and now they felt much more connected and much more like, it wasn't like the problems go away, but there were other people to help with that.
Well, the problem shared is the problem halved, I think somebody said. Fantastic. Okay, and then we're coming to the end of the year. We're looking at people are starting to make New Year's resolutions, thinking about next year. We already had some advice, but are there any opportunities or things that you'd point people towards for next year? What's on your radar in terms of growing a small business next year? What things are you thinking about?
Well, Small Business Saturday is going to continue to grow year on year. I don't know that we'll ever finish growing. There's huge opportunity for it. I think digital will continue to be an opportunity next year, whether that's both from a marketing perspective, but also I think a cost-saving perspective. I think there's lots of opportunities. There's a lot of talk about productivity gains, and I think that there are productivity gains for small businesses from digital. Whether that's reducing how much time you spend on things, reducing how much cost there is in the business. So I think there are real opportunities for small businesses over the next year. And we're looking, we look to grow. We're looking to talk a lot more about communities, encourage local communities to get together more, to support their local businesses more. So you'll hear us talking a lot about digital and community
Right.
again and again.
Right. So there's things coming out there for next year. So it's 10 days' time. It's Saturday morning, the 3rd of December.
Yeah.
You're getting out of bed and going to work. What are you going to be doing? And then what would you ask or recommend anyone watching this would do on Saturday morning?
So what I will be doing on the 3rd, I'll be waking up extremely early, as generally happens at this time of year. We will, as a team, there's a lot going on, and we've got a lot of media and social media. It's a huge day for us on social media. We We trended globally last year,
Yeah.
which is a kind of tsunami of activity. So we'll be doing a lot of that. We'll be going out to visit some small businesses around us. We are just down the road from here in Somerset House, so we'll be visiting some small businesses on the day. I think probably starting the day with a small business coffee and ending it with a small business glass of wine.
Okay, well, that's a good way to end the day. And so, if there were three things you'd ask any individual to do on that Saturday to take advantage of this, what would they be? What would you want? Not just the people running businesses, but the people to grow the success of this.
So I would say, number one, when you wake up in the morning, most of us, the first thing we do is check our phones in the morning. It's the modern plight. So I would have a look on social media, see what's going on in your area. Type in your local high street or your local town, find out what's going on. Then I would get out, either visit businesses that you know and love, give them a bit of extra love on Small Business Saturday, or go and find a new one. Go and find a new small business that you've not found before. And it might be a shop, or it might be a service business. You might get your hair done. You might meet a new small business plumber. And then tell everyone about it, I think is the third one. So don't keep it to yourself, go and take some pictures. And tell everyone about that great experience you had at a small business, and give that small business a bit of extra marketing.
And is there, when people are doing that on their favourite social network, so Facebook or Twitter, is there a particular hashtag or link you want people to call out?
Yes, so it's hashtag SmallBizSatUK.
Small Biz with a Z?
With a Z, SatUK. Business is such a long word to fit. So SmallBizSatUK. So please add it to Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, wherever you happen to be, and we will, as much as we can with so much traffic, we will try and follow on, and we'd love to see pictures and videos coming through on the day. It's really great.
Well, I'm planning to go back actually to the one I went to last year. So we've got a great corner sports store, and so much today we do online, and we've got an amazing sports store that actually can fit your tennis shoes or your rugby shoes, or I've got 3 boys who have lots of sporting gear. So there's always something that we need. It might just be a mouth guard. Yeah, so we're great customers of that store. So we'll be down there sharing, hopefully buying something. They love buying stuff there and sharing what we do.
Fantastic.
Super. So Michelle was Campaign Director of Small Business Saturday UK. Thank you very much for coming in to see us at Sage.
Thank you for having me.
Really enjoyed doing that chat. That was super. And just close by saying it's Saturday the 3rd of December. Please get out in the morning, engage with a small business, use the opportunity maybe for some early Christmas shopping, and don't forget, take a photo, share the experience that you've had, tag the business in Facebook or on Twitter or any other social network that you use, Snapchat, Instagram, LinkedIn, you name it, and use the hashtag SmallBizSatUK. Thanks for joining us today, and we'll see you on the next Sage Facebook Live.